Hi, I'm Tom Udall. I'm proud to serve in the United States Senate, a place that was once called the world's greatest deliberative body. But today this body has become more dysfunctional than deliberative. In fact, the Senate is broken. Far too often, business as usual means backroom deals, partisan gridlock, rather than an open, honest debate. You're probably fed up with Washington, and I don't blame you. We need to bring the Senate out of the shadows and restore accountability. It used to be that if a senator wanted to fight a piece of legislation, you knew it.
No.
When you think of a filibuster, you probably think of Jimmy Stewart in Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, standing up and speaking for hours and hours to persuade senators of his viewpoint. That doesn't happen anymore. A senator can anonymously put the brakes on a bill or a nominee with a secret hold so that it isn't debated at all. It's also easier to filibuster, and combined with a greater willingness to abuse the rules, the result is unprecedented obstruction. But it's not sustainable. With the hundreds of bills passed by the House, the Senate's to-do list keeps growing. The obstruction is irresponsible and far too easily influenced by the special interest. But the Constitution gives us a solution. It says that each House may determine the rules of its proceedings. The House does this at the beginning of each Congress, and the Senate should too. It's called the constitutional option. At the beginning of the 112th Congress, I will call on the Senate to adopt its rules by a simple majority vote. We have a responsibility to the Constitution and to the American people to come together and fix the Senate. Several senators have put forth solid proposals on how to fix this institution. But without the constitutional option, we'll be stuck in more of the same gridlock. I call on my colleagues on both sides of the aisle to join me in fixing the Senate rules on the first day of the next Congress this January. We were sent to Washington to tackle the nation's problems, but we find that the biggest problem to tackle is our own antiquated rules. By adopting rules through the constitutional option, we can make the Senate more accountable and less prone to obstruction and abuse.